We are in the home stretch of District Final weekend here at Ohio University as Division VII awaits us tonight. 2 games remain and 2 tickets to the Sweet 16 are still left to be punched, and it starts with South Webster and Fairfield set to go at it in this Division VII District Final. We welcome you back to the Convocation Center here in Athens. Carson Francis and John Bruce back with you once again. John, South Webster and Fairfield, 2 teams familiar not only to playing in the Convo, but familiar to each other in a sense. These 2 teams ended the season last year with the matchup against each other in this exact same venue.
Yeah, it was a very, very good matchup last season in which, I think it was like 4 shots in the last 10 seconds that Fairfield got to tie the game to try to send it to overtime, but were ultimately unable to do so, and ultimately South Webster would move on and would lose in overtime in the regional final to Berlin Highland, who went on to be the state runner-up. So both teams have some unfinished business from that time last season. This is pretty much an entirely new Fairfield team, as they only have 2 players back that played at all for them last season, which would have been Griffin Friend and Logan McIntosh. McIntosh was the only starter. Well, South Webster returns most of their lineup. I believe it's 3 starters from a year ago, led by Eli Roberts, Christian White, Dylan Schubert, and then Owen Malt and Hunter Bernard as well. So, these are 2 teams that are well coached. They are in the positions that they're in for a reason. Very good, as I mentioned, very good coaching, some very good players. They play within their systems very well, and that's what should make this a really fun matchup tonight. Now, South Webster more than likely is the favorite in this, but this is a Fairfield team that has stepped up its on-league schedule, has gone out, challenged themselves, and because of that, they've helped get themselves to this level once again this year. This is the 3rd straight year they played for the district championship. They're looking to get back to the regionals for the 2nd straight year.
Fairfield last season ended an 11-year district title drought with the win over Federal Hocking in a Division IV district final that you and I were here for. We called that game. South Webster last season also ending a long district title drought with a win over Trimble here in the Convo. Those 2 winning to meet up with each other. South Webster coming in off of a win against White Oak, a kind of bounce-back win after dropping their regular season finale to Minford, while Fairfield, on the other hand, winners of their last 6, including a district semifinal win in which they got revenge over a Western team that they lost to early on in the regular season.
Yeah, it was a good bounce back, and that's what you want. If you get a second chance at a team in the non-conference, you take advantage of it, and you knock them off the second time. So they were able to do so after losing a heartbreaker to Western the first time around. This time they beat them by 6 in the tournament. Yeah, it's a lot of games. So they beat them by 6 in the tournament, so got them to be able to bounce back, and in doing so gives them one more shot here at South Webster to try to get a little revenge over last year.
And also, you mentioned earlier the coaching on these 2 squads. You look at a guy like Quentin Williams, who's only been coaching at Fairfield for the past 3 seasons, and he's done a tremendous job in such a short time. And then you look at South Webster, where you've got Norm Pearson over there, who's got over 800 career wins, only 2 years at South Webster, but he's taken them to being one of the premier teams in Southeast Ohio. And both of those coaches were recognized for their efforts this year, along with Matt Mader at Portsmouth Notre Dame, the Tri-Coaches of the Year in Division VII in District 14.
There's not that many. There's not, you got to be able to get it down to 1. There's not that many teams in the district. So the fact that it only went to 3 probably says how the quality of work that those coaches did this season. Still like to see them vote that down, but at the same time, some people just won't budge on it. So congratulations to all 3 of them. We'll see Coach Mader here in a couple hours as well. So, it's you've got guys that are at different ends of their careers. So you have Norm Pearson getting near the end, over 800 wins. The energy isn't really there. The mind's still there, though, and because the mind is still there, that's why you still see this team winning 19 regular season games this year, or 18, whatever they ended up winning. So it's the mind is the last thing to go. So not as much energy as he used to have when he was storming Norm, but now it's just this is Norm Pearson that has won 800 basketball games. Like that's the adjustment he makes now, is that he's seen it all before, and that's why he's won a state championship at Oak Hill. That's why he has a team this year that's a favorite to get back to the state Final Four with this South Webster team. But Quentin Williams, only in his third year, has been an outstanding head coach in his short time. You know, he's been outstanding. They were undefeated his first season. Maybe you couldn't have a better start than that, but undefeated his first season, lost in the district final that season, but last year won a district, and now this year has a chance to play for another district title once again. Just shows how good of a coach he's going to be down the line as well.
Quentin Williams, as you mentioned, in his third straight district final in his many years coaching, looking to make it district championship number 2 and bring home the 5th district title back to Fairfield in their program's history. It's also the 6th straight year that the Lions have made it to this stage here in the district title game. We'll step aside quickly and come back for player introductions and the start of this Division VII District Final between Fairfield and South Webster here in the Convo. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie & Son Trucking. Willie & Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie & Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Number 2, Christian White. At guard, he's a senior. He stands over 6 foot tall. He's number 3, Dylan Schubert. Another senior guard at 5'11", number 4, Owen Malt. And your junior guard at 5'11", number 5, Hunter Bernard. Head coach of the Jeeps, Norm Pearson, assisted by Ryan Fenton, Jimmy Pearson, and Brandon Grant.
Both teams take the floor. It is South Webster and Fairfield set to do battle in this Division VII District Final.
It's time to rock and
Our
roll.
officiating crew, Monica England, Kenny Krebs, Jimmy Nicholson, and alternate Levi Thompson set to take us through today's game. As Eli Roberts and Logan McIntosh stand in the circle, ready for the tip-off. Time to rock and roll in the convo as the South Webster Jeeps start with possession. There's Dylan Schubert out to Hunter Bernard. Jeeps working it around now, Christian White. Bernard in the corner, they're trying to get Roberts open in the post. They finally get it to him on the baseline. Kicks it back out. White fires for 3. That's no good. There's a fight for it. Quentin McIntosh able to grab the rebound.
Yeah, good first look for the Jeeps. Just unable to get it to fall. I would think Roberts is going to want to get the ball deeper into the post. Getting it on the wing like that's not going to be a very smart spot to start.
Griffin Friend able to finish inside off the assist from Logan McIntosh as Fairfield is on the board first here in the convo. There's Owen Malt out to Schubert. Schubert on the drive, jump stops, kicks it out. Now Roberts and McIntosh one-on-one. Here's Bernard. Bernard jump stops and gets it poked away. Up the floor now, Brody Smith. Brody Smith in transition finishes at the rim.
Yeah, Smith knocks that ball away and then gets the layup on the other end. Quick 4-0 lead for the Lions.
Good fast start here for the Lions as Schubert drives, he's cut off by Barrera. I tried to feed Roberts inside. McIntosh got a hand on it. Out of bounds, it'll stay with South Webster. Lions starting very aggressive on the defensive end. White will inbound to Schubert. Now back to White. Schubert again back out to White. Him and Schubert going back and forth with it. Now it's Owen Malt. Malt jump stops, finds Roberts in the corner. McIntosh playing some tight ball pressure on Roberts as here's the drive from Schubert, no good. McIntosh with the rebound.
Second rebound already for McIntosh.
Now here's Logan McIntosh, stops on the elbow, finds Quentin McIntosh who finishes the pick and roll. And Norm Pearson wants an early timeout as Fairfield out to a 6-0 run to start here in this district final.
Yeah, right now it's South Webster just a little flat. Not the biggest crowd here for them either. So not the biggest crowd, not the most energy right now for South Webster. So I don't know if they're maybe sleepwalking through the first 2 minutes and 12 seconds, but I'll tell you who wasn't. It's Fairfield. Fairfield coming out with a lot of energy. 3 for 3 from the field so far as well. So they're doing exactly what you need to do as the underdog in a situation like this. Come out ready, willing, and able to do everything you can to try to pull off the upset and to at least make yourself think that it's not even an upset.
South Webster ranked number 3 in the state of Ohio in Division VII. A slow start for them so far. Let's see if they can pick things up as White crosses the midcourt line, gives it to Hunter Bernard. Jeeps looking for something. Here's Roberts in the paint. Roberts off the glass, too strong, and gets it to go.
Yeah, he's got to be careful with that off arm because he completely just leaned in and shoved off, but with no call, he takes advantage of it and scores it inside.
Barrera on the far side wing, guarded tightly by Schubert. Now hands it off Smith, back to Barrera. Now Griffin Friend in the corner. Friend tried to spin, lost his dribble, and poked away, taken by Christian White. Now up the floor, here's Bernard. Had an open look, he'll drive instead. Bernard fades away, can't get it to go. Brody Smith grabs the rebound up the floor. Here's McIntosh from downtown. It's good. Logan McIntosh, first three-pointer of the night.
Yeah, these guys aren't fearless at all. They're going to come in here, and they're just going to try to hit them in the mouth, and they've done so far to a 9-2 lead.
Now Malt fires from downtown. That's no good, and Fairfield can't hang on to the rebound.
And those are the opportunities that the Lions can't lose. You've got to be able to corral those rebounds any chance you get, because you want to limit the amount of shots that the Jeeps are getting up at the glass.
Bryson McClintock and Bo Stevens now check in for the Jeeps. McClintock out to Stevens. Now out here's Owen Molt, who jump stops, kicks it out. Schubert from downtown, it's good. Dylan Schubert gets it to go, and South Webster's got its first three of the night. Each team exchanging triples. Fairfield ahead by 4. McIntosh out to Smith. Smith from the corner, that's no good, and Roberts brings down the board.
But a good look, though. Your best shooter gets a good look.
Up the floor, Molt able to finish at the rim. Good vision from Roberts to find Molt inside for the 2.
Cuts it back down to a 2-point lead.
There's Barrera up the floor to Smith. Now a cross-court pass, Griffin Friend. McIntosh setting the screen. This Fairfield team in its third straight district final, looking to make it 2 back-to-back district titles as McIntosh spins, can't get it to go. Quentin McIntosh with the rebound, and he draws the foul on the putback.
A good work on the backside by Quentin McIntosh. Gets his first offensive rebound. Now he gets to the line.
That's a team first as well. Quentin McKinnick at the line. Quentin McIntosh correction.
As McIntosh can't get his first one to go. It's the junior shooting 62% from the line coming in. He's able to knock down the second, so he splits the difference.
Yeah, 7-point lead down to 3 now.
McClintock out to Molt. Roberts fires a long 3. That's no good. Brody Smith tips it to himself for the rebound. Now up the floor, Barrera gets fouled on the far sideline.
Could be on McClintock, which would be his second.
Will be on McClintock, so he comes off the bench and gets 2 fouls right away. Hunter Bernard re-enters the game for South Webster. Smith inbounds it to Friend. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Friend out to McIntosh. McIntosh pump fakes, drives. McIntosh can't get it to go. And it's Roberts with the rebound up the floor. Bernard. Bernard mid-range pull-up. It's good. Hunter Bernard with his first 2 of the night. Man-to-man here. Here's Barrera. Kicks it out to Friend. Fairfield able to reset their half-court offense. Now Smith crosses over. Takes up his dribble, kicks it back out to Friend. Friend inside. McIntosh from the short corner knocks down the jumper.
Good work there. Just hitting on the short roll.
Now Roberts able to finish with the reverse layup.
Eli Roberts.
Now Fairfield getting up the floor quickly. It's Brody Smith. Now Quentin McIntosh coming to set the screen for Logan McIntosh. Now Barrera in the corner being guarded tight by Bernard. Here's Barrera, pulls up. Can't get it to fall, and it's Roberts with the rebound. Stevens in the corner finds Schubert. Schubert weaving through traffic, blocked by McIntosh, but a foul. Good drive, good take by Dylan Schubert to draw the foul. He'll go to the line.
Puts Dylan Schubert at the stripe. He'll have 2 shots.
Schubert's able to hit the first one.
Got our first tie of the game.
Christian White re-enters for the Jeeps in place of Owen Malt. It looks like we're going to have a substitution for Fairfield as well. Caleb Rice checking in for Quentin McIntosh.
It's going to be a significant difference in size now for Fairfield.
Schubert's able to go 2 for 2 from the line, and that gives South Webster a 1-point lead. Stevens guarding Friend as he gets it up the floor to McIntosh. Outside, Rice finds McIntosh again, now Friend with it. There's Griffin Friend, spins, tried to pull up, he'll kick it out instead. Here's Barrera, the floater is no good, but he gets fouled.
They're doing a good job of getting into the middle areas. Got a couple of decent looks, short jumpers. That one a little floater.
Barrera's free throw goes in and out. Rolled around the rim and does not bounce his way. And he knocks down the second, however, and that ties it up at 13. And South Webster quickly gets it up the floor. Here's Schubert. Out to Bernard. Dribble handoff to Stevens. Stevens trying to work past his defender. Inside, Stevens able to finish at the rim.
Really nice look inside by Christian White.
Here's Rice, kicks out. McIntosh pump fakes, steps back. Friend from outside, knocks down the triple. Fairfield ahead by 1.
Just really good patience there by both McIntosh and Friend. Gets the lead right back.
Stevens in the post, turnaround jumper's good from Stevens. McIntosh will heave one up, all to no avail. And that brings us to the end of one here in Athens. South Webster ahead 17-16. End of the first quarter. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Richard. Countless nights in the garage. 8 shiny new Pistons. 1 very happy 16-year-old granddaughter. And 2 years since starting cancer treatment at Ohio Health.
Back here in the Convocation Center, second quarter, getting ready to begin as South Webster leads 17-16 over Fairfield after a back-and-forth first quarter. As Barrera receives the inbound in the backcourt. It's a dribble handoff to Friend. Fairfield coming off a 6-point win over Western in their last game. It's McIntosh inside to Quentin McIntosh. He overthrew him.
Second turnover of the game for Fairfield. No one got a really good angle to throw that ball in.
There's White up the floor for South Webster. Low pass to Roberts, gets it back. Now Schubert off to Bernard. Good perimeter work outside from the Jeeps. Here's Schubert. He'll drive, he'll kick it out. Here's Stevens, corner three, it's good. Bo Stevens from downtown.
Good find there from Schubert out to Stevens, who's got the last 7 points for the Jeeps.
Lions looking to answer. McIntosh finds Smith on the baseline. And Quentin Williams wants a timeout to talk things over with 7 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, just pretty stationary right now on the offensive end, which is part of the reason why you're going to see that timeout get burnt right there, just to set up their offense, see where they want to, wherever they want to attack next coming out of this timeout.
Quentin Williams took over the Fairfield program in 2022, replacing Josh Howland, who now coaches at Hillsborough, was a standout basketball player for the Lions as well. As both teams retake the floor, Fairfield will have it. They trail by 4 early on. It will be Griffin Friend taking it out for the Lions. As you mentioned earlier, this not the biggest crowd we've seen at the Convo. Maybe playing to the advantage or disadvantage of either of these teams. As Barrera pulls up from downtown, that's no good. And the fight for it's won by the Lions. Griffin Friend hauls it in. Now back out Barrera, he'll drive. McIntosh high post gets it out to Logan McIntosh. Friend guarded tightly by Schubert. Lions working it around, trying to find something. Here's Barrera again. Barrera spins, tried to go out for Smith. It's deflected. And Smith recovers it in the backcourt, brings it back up. Now McIntosh saves it into Smith. Now Smith gets switched on to Roberts. Here's McIntosh out to Friend. Friend looking for something. 6 minutes to go. This is now a minute-long possession here by the Lions. Here's McIntosh in the paint, off of 1 foot. That's no good. Quentin McIntosh gets called for the loose ball foul.
Not much on that. Probably more on the shot before than on Quentin McIntosh, but that's 2. Ends up being a pretty big one for
It's got to be
touch.
Got to be a little demoralizing for Fairfield to have that long of a possession and come away empty-handed as well. As Bernard finds Stevens, now finds a cutting Eli Roberts. Roberts lost his dribble, gets it back out to Stevens. Now the handoff, Christian White to Schubert. Stevens trying to go middle, cut off by Barrera. South Webster in no rush to do anything right now. Schubert finds Stevens in the corner. Now here's Roberts in the post working on McIntosh, kicks it out. Stevens again for 3. Bo Stevens, 10 points off the bench, and the Jeeps lead by 7. And we got a foul called on Dylan Schubert now before Friend can cross the midcourt line.
Foul charge number 3, Dylan Schubert,
Seems like the Jeeps started off flat, as you said, and they've kind of found their spark plug in the form of Bo Stevens, who's got 10 points early. His friend inbounds it to Barrera. Fairfield looking for something to stop the bleeding now as Barrera has it in the corner. Barrera off of 1 foot, can't get it to go. It's off the front iron, and Roberts grabs the rebound. He's directing traffic up the floor. Roberts pulls up from the elbow, gets fouled on the way up.
Caleb Barrera, the foul is his first.
One thing that Fairfield has to switch up is who's taking their shots, because you got Brody Smith averaging 17 points a game. He's taken 2 shots so far. Your leading scorer needs to get shots instead of those shots going elsewhere.
Roberts splits the difference at the line. That pushes the lead up to 8. Let's see if Fairfield can get their leading scorer involved here as Smith is guarded by Owen Malt. Here's Barrera off the screen for McIntosh. Too high on the pass for Logan McIntosh, and another Fairfield turnover. It's the second time we've seen the Lions struggle to execute that pick and roll in that setting. Roberts will walk it up the floor. He's got Malt. Malt now back to Roberts on the other side. Roberts pulls up from downtown, in and out. Schubert with the rebound. Here's Schubert, drives. Gets through traffic, and some physical play there by the Fairfield defense as Bernard hands it off to Stevens. Now Malt with it, he'll back it out. Roberts out to Schubert. Schubert drives, kicks it out to Stevens. Stevens down the lane. Stevens able to finish.
Yeah, Bo Stevens has been the best player on the floor so far tonight. 12 points, all coming off the bench. And he's completely carried the Jeeps to this 10-point lead here in the first half.
Fairfield has not scored here in the second quarter as a steal by Roberts. Clear the lane, watch out! Eli Roberts, steal and slam. Pushes the lead up to 12, and Quentin Williams wants a full timeout. We'll step aside. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Kimberly. Tons of practice. One chop away from a black belt. 7 of the best sidekicks. And 5 years since her cancer diagnosis at Ohio Health.
Back here inside the Roundhouse on Richland Avenue, Fairfield struggling to start this second quarter. They've been outscored 11-0. Start the second quarter, capped off by an Eli Roberts steal and slam going into that timeout.
Yeah, it's been the Bo Stevens show, and then Roberts with a little help in there with the dunk.
Bo Stevens, 12 points off the bench for the South Webster squad. His 12 points are the difference maker right now as McIntosh gets it poked away, dives for the loose ball, and Fairfield gets it back. There's Griffin Friend on the drive. Kicks it out. Brody Smith from downtown. That's no good. Rebound picked up by Stevens. Now Molt with it. Here's Bernard out to Schubert. Dane Hodson checked in for the Lions during the timeout. Bernard comes off the screen from Roberts, finds Stevens inside. Stevens once again able to finish at the rim. 14 for Stevens. As Hodson has it. Roberts playing very far back. McIntosh hands it off to Smith. Smith comes off the screen, crossover, step back, jumper's good. Brody Smith able to stop the bleeding for the Lions.
It's a really nice step back, too, on that creative move for number 5, Brody Stevens, to get up to 4 points now in the game.
South Webster still leading by 12, under 90 seconds until halftime. The winner of this game heads to the Sweet 16 at Ohio Dominican University. Here's Stevens again, can't finish that time, and it's Barrero with the rebound. There's Smith out to Hodson, who fires for 3. That's no good. Able to follow his shot and get the rebound. Now Logan McIntosh, he'll try a 3 and he'll hit it. McIntosh able to cut the lead to single digits with that triple.
Yeah, a little bit of spark coming from Dane Hodson. See if they can carry this into the half. They will be on defense to start the second half. So a steal or a stop, just a stop would be great here for Leesburg.
Approaching 30 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Bernard. Now Roberts in the corner.
But you've also got multiple options if you're the Jeeps.
Roberts finds Molt, now Schubert. Schubert drives, gets it poked away. Hodson comes up with it. 15 seconds, McIntosh. Hands it off to Friend. Lions looking to cut into this deficit even more. McIntosh on the drive, can't finish. Gets his own rebound blocked, and he got fouled on the putback. 1.7 left in the half. Foul will go on Schubert.
His second.
The team's second as well.
So a big opportunity here for
Logan McIntosh at the stripe.
Leesburg.
Have 2 shots to take.
McIntosh hits the first of 2 as Quentin McIntosh comes in and Christian White entering for the Jeeps.
Dylan Schubert and Griffin Friend.
Second attempt from McIntosh is good. One final shot for the Jeeps. Roberts heaves one up. No good, and that brings us to intermission from the Convo. Fairfield gets a little spark at the end of the half, but they still trail by 7, 30-23. South Webster in front. We'll step aside and come back to talk about the first half. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo Ohio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Halftime here inside the Convocation Center in this Division VII District Final. It's South Webster with a 30-23 lead over the Fairfield Lions. Carson Francis, John Bruce, back with you. John, South Webster looked to be in control there throughout most of the first half, but Fairfield got a little spark there and has cut the lead to 7 in the break.
Yeah, it all started because South Webster was playing very cohesive, a lot of chemistry, and then after a timeout, it stopped. And that can happen anytime with them, and I don't know why. It's just, you would think that energy would stay up throughout the entirety of the half, but it just stopped completely, and it ends on a 7-0 run, and now we got a ball game where we were pretty close to not having one. Like, it was close to a blowout. Brody Smith has that nice step-back jumper. Then Dane Hodson misses a 3, and no one boxes him out. He goes, gets the rebound, kicks out. Logan McIntosh hits the 3, and then after a turnover, McIntosh gets fouled and makes 2 free throws to end the half, and all of a sudden we're in for a dogfight now, where really it should be closer to 20 points instead of 7. So, and that's the type of stuff I'm sure people who have watched South Webster have come to expect over the last couple of years. But if they can figure that out, this team has as much talent to win a state championship, but it may not happen. It may not happen today. So we'll kind of see. This is a talented team. They've got a excellent chance to make a extended run, but you never know. So we'll see.
And again, Fairfield was able to, at the end of the first quarter, they were trailing by 1. They give up a big run. They didn't score for almost the entire quarter, almost until about 2 minutes left there when Brody Smith hit the step-back jumper, found a little rhythm. How do they come out right where they left off in the second half?
Just got to come out and just play. You can't worry about anything else. The more you worry about other stuff, the less likely good things are going to happen. So if you come out and play with confidence and belief in yourself, you got a chance to make a run in this game. They've already made a little bit of a run, but can they make a bigger run? It just is going to come down to that belief and taking care of the basketball as well.
As I mentioned earlier, the winner of this game will travel to Ohio Dominican University on Thursday, March 6th for the regional semifinal, where they will face Columbus Patriot Prep in a Division VII regional semifinal. The other side of that regional set to be Steubenville Central Catholic against the winner of our nightcap here at the Convo, Manchester and Notre Dame, with that regional final being played Saturday night at 7 p.m. at Ohio Dominican. South Webster both of these teams looking to get back into the regional for the second straight year, where they met up with each other. South Webster making it all the way to the Elite Eight, losing to Berlin Highland.
And that was a game where they should at no point have lost that. That was they went to Roberts inside the entire game, and then with a chance to win the region, they had him bring the ball up instead of going back inside. And I mean, his shot was pretty close, but his a shot from inside the paint would have been a lot more efficient. But you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. So for this South Webster team, you just got to really, you know, when they're buying in and they're completely just everyone's guarding, this team is very, very good. We saw that in that first half. Most of that second quarter was, you know, Brody Smith wasn't able to get shots off. Griffin Friend not getting shots off. McIntosh not getting shots off. Like, the shots were not going to the people that Fairfield more than likely wants them to go to. And because of that, they weren't making shots. They weren't scoring. And that's where Bo Stevens really started to step his game up off the bench. And then also the rest of the Jeeps did as well defensively. So the fact they played excellent defense made it to where they got that lead, got it up to a 14-point lead, but ultimately it came crumbling back down to in the half.
Yeah, and you talked about it briefly there. When South Webster came into the second quarter only ahead by one, playing a little lackadaisical, they got a spark in the form of Bo Stevens off the bench, who leads all scorers with 14 points. Set a couple shots inside, knocked down a three here and there's 2 threes in that first half as well, as the Lions retake the court. Both teams getting ready for the second half here in the Convocation Center. While we have a minute, want to take a brief moment to thank our sponsors for making this stream possible. Obviously, Ohio Health makes everything we do here at SOSA possible. But we also wanted to thank Glockner Dealerships, Schmidt Family Restaurant Groups, Parmar Stores, Tomlinson Insurance, Glow Fiber, and Willie & Son Trucking, really making everything go for us here at SOSA. And they've been a big help for what we've been able to do this weekend here at the Convo.
Yeah, it just makes things easier for us. That we just know that we just have to get places and we'll be able to cover the costs. And that is such a huge help from all of our sponsors. So if you see a commercial you like for them, make sure you check them out and use their services and whatnot. It's all around our area in Southeast Ohio. So I'm sure they would appreciate any patronage as well.
Both teams retake the floor. South Webster set to start the second half with possession as Malt inbounds to Christian White. Second half of this Division VII District semifinal is now underway. Here's Bernard on the far side wing, finds Robert on the cut, fade away, hit by Roberts. Roberts up to 9 points on the night, gets the first 2 for the Jeeps in the half. And that ball is deflected off of a Jeep. It will stay with the Lions.
Yeah, it was just a nice little offensive set, just a quick hitter, and got Eli Roberts a pretty easy look to start.
Now the inbound to Friend. Here's McIntosh. Off the cut. McIntosh can't get past Roberts. He'll kick it out. Now Friend on the drive finds Barrera outside. Handoff back to Friend. Now Barrera outside. Lost his dribble. Roberts with the steal.
Second steal of the game for Roberts.
It's Christian White up the floor now. Bernard. Schubert gets it poked away by Friend. They'll say it stays with South Webster. Jeeps are 7-4 all time in district finals. Looking to go back-to-back for the first time since they won 4 in a row from 2004 to 2007. As Roberts tried to go inside for Schubert, it gets poked away. Here comes Brody Smith for the Lions. Out to McIntosh, that pass a little behind him. He's able to recover. McIntosh pulls up and gets it to go inside. 12 points on the night for Logan McIntosh. Here's Schubert out to White. White pump fakes, drives, and gets fouled on the way in.
I don't know if Brody Smith realizes this. He probably could have just let White go because he was off balance. Although they're not going to give him the shooting foul, so it doesn't really matter.
First for either team.
They will say the foul is on the floor, so South Webster will set up a baseline out-of-bounds set. White to inbound. White sends one up for Bernard outside. Now here's Roberts. Roberts fires from downtown. It's good. Eli Roberts again from outside. Lead back up to double digits. 12 on the night for Eli Roberts. McIntosh saves it. Doesn't matter. Jeeps take over. Here's Molt. Molt to Bernard inside. Nice transition bucket from Hunter Bernard. Quickly up the floor come the Lions. Smith kicks it out to Barrera. Now McIntosh with Bernard against him. Off the screen from Friend. Here's Friend from the corner. No good. Rebound White. Here's Roberts again back out to White. Jeeps working it outside. Here's White, now Bernard. Thought about the three, he'll kick it out instead. Here's Molt. Molt on the drive, can't finish. It's Brody Smith grabbing the rebound. 37-25 South Webster. Smith on the drive, gets fouled going for the shot.
Foul charge number 4, Owen Molt, that's his first foul. Team first.
And Smith heads to the line for the first time tonight.
Brody Smith, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That makes it an 11-point game as Dane Hodson re-enters the game. He provided a little bit of a spark for the Lions at the end of the first half that made them cut the lead to 7. As he knocks down the second one, it's back to a 10-point game. Under 5 minutes here in the third quarter. Here's Bernard with it out to Molt. Now White. Here's Bernard, corner three. That's no good. And Brody Smith with the rebound. Hodson guarded by White. Hodson, baseline drive, kicks it out. Friend, he'll drive. Friend inside, swatted by Roberts. Now Webster up the floor. Here's Molt to the basket. And he gets the blocking foul. Good hustle by Hodson to get there, just not able to get there in time. But he'll make Owen Molt earn those points at the line.
Owen Molt to the line with 2 to shoot.
Owen Molt knocks down the first one, 57% from the line coming in. As he splits the difference there after missing the second one, McIntosh able to grab the rebound. There's Friend off the screen from Quentin McIntosh. Brody Swift with it now. Smith finds McIntosh outside. He fakes the handoff. McIntosh guarded by Bernard. Finds Quentin McIntosh inside. That's no good. And there's a fight for it. Good scramble won by Hodson, but he throws it right into the hands of Schubert. Schubert to the basket, gets fouled on the layup. Lions digging themselves in a little bit of a hole with all these empty possessions.
Dylan Schubert to the stripe.
As Schubert stands at the charity stripe. As he can't get the first one to go. As Bryson McClintock and Bo Stevens re-enter the game for the Jeeps. Stevens, the spark plug for the Jeeps in the first half with 14 points. As Schubert goes 1 for 2 from the line on that trip, and Barrera will re-enter the game for Fairfield.
Close.
Quentin McIntyre was the name that he was announced by Lou Horvath, the public address announcer here in the convo. Here's Griffin Friend up the floor to Smith. Smith, a guy Fairfield would like to see get going, as McIntosh pulls up from the foul line and hits the jumper. McIntosh with 14 for the Lions. Here's Roberts from downtown, no good. Stevens with the rebound, too short on the second effort. Here's McClintock going up. Loose ball saved by Schubert. Extra possession to the Jeeps. Jeeps slowing things down a little bit. Here's Stevens on the drive, turns around, tried to kick it out, and it gets taken away. It's Brody Smith. Here's Friend now. Friend on the drive, blocked by Roberts, but a foul.
Oh.
Foul charge Eli Roberts, his first, team second.
They'll call the foul on Roberts. As Friend knocks down the first free throw. Two for two at the line from Griffin Friend, and that makes it an 8-point game. Here's Roberts on the lob, and he finishes at the rim.
Eli Roberts, assist by Christian White.
Yeah, just not getting back in transition. You can't have that when you're starting to make a little bit of a run. You cannot get beaten down the court like that.
Here's Smith from outside. That's no good, and Roberts able to grab the rebound. Here's White. Gives it back to Roberts. Now Stevens trying to go inside for McClintock. Schubert with it. Fairfield maybe trying to prevent the Jeeps from getting inside. Here's Stevens in the post to Roberts, kicks it back out. White on the drive, can't finish. Roberts with the rebound and the putback, no good. Into the hands of Griffin Friend. Up the floor, Barrera. Barrera outside to Hodson, who drives back out to Friend. Lions back it out. They'll reset their half-court offense. Minute and a half remaining in the third quarter. Here's Barrera, jump stops, finds Hodson outside. He pump fakes. He'll drive, kicks it out to Friend. Now back out Barrera. Pull-up jumper's no good. And a save by McClintock into the hands of the Lions. Here's Smith from downtown. That's no good. And Roberts caresses the rebound. Lions shooting just 38% from the field as opposed to 55% for South Webster. It's a drive by White. He gets fouled on the way there. Brody Smith committing the foul.
14 foul. Back on the floor, Owen Molt.
As Molt and Bernard re-enter for the Jeeps, as does Quentin McIntosh for the Fairfield Lions. Bernard to inbound off the back of a defender, and Hunter Bernard with some trickery for an easy 2 points. Here's Barrera. Out to McIntosh. McIntosh lost it, gets it back. McIntosh working in the post, kicks it out. Friend from outside off the front iron. McIntosh with the rebound. Back out Friend. He'll try again. Can't hit that one either. Roberts with the rebound, and he hustles up the floor. Roberts outside. Here's McClintock for three. It's good. Bryson McClintock lets it fly off the assist from Roberts. 4 seconds to go. Pull up from Barrera. No good. Roberts with the rebound, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter as South Webster is pulling away in this one. It's a 15-point lead for the Jeeps. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
You look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar rewards card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
8 minutes remaining in this Division VII District Final inside the Convocation Center in Athens, Ohio, as South Webster in front by a 15-point advantage, 46-31 on Fairfield, as the Lions take possession to start the final period.
Uh-oh. Hey.
Our camera has gone out. We'll keep you posted on what happens. Here's McIntosh on the drive, finishes with the reverse layup. 46-33, 7:40 to go. As Molt with it now for South Webster. Here's McClintock on the near side. McClintock guarded by Hodson, gives it out to Schubert on the near sideline, near side wing. Now far side for Molt, over to Schubert. Schubert out to Roberts at the top of the key. We are working on our camera situation as Roberts drives to the basket and finishes off the glass. 48-33, 7:06 remaining in the game. Here's McIntosh over to the far side. Here's Friend. Now in the far side corner, Hodson gives it to McIntosh in the post, and McIntosh finishes off the far side block. 48-35, 6:50 to go. Molt on the other end finishes on the fast break on the near side block. 50-35, 6:42 remaining. They inbound to Griffin Friend once again, working on our camera issue. Here's McIntosh on the drive from the near sideline and gets fouled. It's 50-35, 6:32 remaining. Logan McIntosh stands at the free throw line. You're once again working on our camera situation here as Logan McIntosh sinks the first free throw. As Caleb Barrera re-enters for the Lions. There we go. As a second free throw from McIntosh rolls in and out. As Schubert wasn't paying attention on that pass and it goes out of bounds.
Christian White back in, replacing Bryson McClellan.
6:20 remaining as South Webster leads by 14. Here's McIntosh. McIntosh lost his dribble and it pinballs around, picked up by Roberts. Roberts crosses half court, gives it out to White. Here's Bernard bringing it out of the corner, under 6 minutes to go. Here's Bernard out of the corner. Passes it to Schubert. Schubert drives, kicks it out. White wanted to take that three, couldn't handle the pass. Now Schubert with it. Roberts working the baseline. So here's Owen Molt, has it near midcourt out to Bernard. South Webster not in any hurry at all to put up a shot. As Roberts stands with it, he'll back it out near midcourt. The South Webster team looking for district title number 8 in program history. Here's White with it now. Off the logo, gets fouled. Just over 5 minutes remaining here in the Convocation Center in this Division VII District Final. Caleb Rice entering the game for the Fairfield Lions. The Jeeps looking to win back-to-back district titles since winning 4 in a row from 2004 to 2007. Here's Roberts, passes it to Molt inside, he can't finish. There's a scramble for it, Bernard able to tip it back in. Extra possession back to the Jeeps. Good hustle from Hunter Bernard. Here's Molt, jump stops, kicks it back out. Jeeps trying to drain some clock. There's Molt out of the trap, and Norm Pearson wants a timeout. Will be a full timeout, and we'll step aside here from the Convo. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business. Plus, health, and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
We're off again.
4:23 remaining here in the Convocation Center. Again, we are working on some issues with our camera as the inbound to Schubert in the backcourt. Schubert kicks it out on the far side wing, now out to Bernard. Bernard on the far sideline gets fouled by Brody Smith. Once again, working on our camera difficulty here in the convo. Is Christian White set to inbound from the far sideline. White inbounds to a flashing Owen Molt down the middle of the paint, and he finishes at the rim. 52-36, 4:08 remaining. Here's Barrera. Barrera spins in the middle of the paint, can't get it to fall, and it's rebounded by Dylan Schubert. Now up the floor, Christian White. 3:56 left, 52-36 South Webster. Bernard had it on the baseline and gets blocked. As we do have picture back, we once again thank you for your patience with us as we work through these technical difficulties.
Dane Hodson returns, also coming back on the court.
As Dane Hodson and Quentin McIntosh return
for Barrera and Rice.
For the Lions. Schubert inbounds it to Bernard. Bernard fakes the handoff, finds Roberts from outside. It's good. Eli Roberts again from outside. And he leads all scorers with 19 for the Jeeps. Now a three-pointer from Brody Smith. He can't get that to go. And it goes out of bounds off of the Lions. The inbound to Schubert, 3:30 remaining here in this Division VII District Final. Here's Roberts. Out to Christian White, now back to Roberts. Now Schubert with it. Schubert and Roberts going back and forth. Now pass to Molt. Molt had to climb the ladder for it. And a tip taken away by McIntosh. Logan McIntosh in transition, looking for a bucket. Here's Smith. Smith gets it poked away. There's a scramble for it, recovered by Hodson. Here's Hodson out to Friend in the corner. Friend back out. Hodson, wide open three. It's good. Dane Hodson from downtown.
Good ball movement there by the Lions. Eventually, Hodson had to shoot it and buries the triple. Good for the senior here down at the Convo.
Here's Schubert with it now. 2:10 remaining in this game as South Webster remains that amount of time away from another district title as a foul called against the Lions. It'll be on Logan McIntosh.
Logan McIntosh with a foul. It's his first, team third.
South Webster responded to a little momentum from Fairfield at the end of the first half as Schubert gets the open look inside and finishes. As we're under 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to the Sweet 16.
Here's Smith outside. Friend launches a corner three off the front iron. Rebound Hodson back out. Smith for three, and he knocks that one down. Lead cut back down to 15. Here's Bernard over to Christian White.
Fairfield's going to play really hard. They can shoot it. So this could end up being a little bit closer than what it has been.
As a foul at the top of the key from Griffin Friend. As I was saying earlier, Fairfield got a little momentum at the end of the first half, cut the lead back to 7. South Webster responded, got hot at the start of the third quarter, and haven't really looked back since. As Quentin McIntosh now exits the game, and entering the game is Chase Newman, the senior for this Fairfield Lions squad.
Newman's another one of those that shoots it really, really well. Just hadn't got on the floor yet today.
There's Molt with it now, under 75 seconds remaining. There's a trap from the Lions. Here's Schubert. Schubert, the easy layup inside. 1 minute remaining. Friend gets it poked away. Now Newman with it. Brody Smith out to Newman at the top of the key. Hodson with it now. Hands it off to Smith. Now Friend off the cut. Friend on the drive, finishes off the glass.
And I like that effort from Christian White and Griffin Friend there. About 40 seconds left in the game. The game's all but over. Still going hard at the basket and also trying to take a charge.
Here's the lob. Roberts can't hang on to it. Pass just a little offline. Here's McIntosh. 20 seconds remaining. Brody Smith, corner three, in and out. And it's poked out by the Lions. South Webster takes over. 14.7 remaining in this district final. Can assure you it does say 14.7 and not 7:47, as some players for Fairfield check out, as Dane Hodson, Chase Newman, and Logan McIntosh, two of those three names are seniors. 10 seconds remaining as Eli Roberts will dribble out the clock. Final seconds. The South Webster Jeeps are back-to-back district champions. And for the 8th time in school history, that district title trophy is coming back to South Webster. 59-44 the final from the Convocation Center as South Webster knocks off Fairfield to win this Division VII District Championship. And we'll step aside and come back with the medal and trophy presentations for both teams and talk about our final thoughts. You're watching Ohio High School Tournament Basketball on Southern Ohio Sports Authority, presented by Ohio Health.
Hey, Mike Glockner here from the Glockner family of dealerships. Want to talk to you about our express service that we offer at every Glockner location. Did you know that you don't need an appointment if you need a routine service done to your vehicle? All you have to do is show up. No appointment necessary. Stop by and let us serve you at any Glockner location today.
Glo Fiber is now in Ohio. And with gig speed fiber internet, we're keeping things real. As in real, reliable speeds. Real people who really want to talk to you. Not to mention, real simple pricing. Switch to Glo Fiber today to get real fast, real reliable fiber internet and your first month free. Glo Fiber is here. Welcome to Glo-Hio. Call 1-833-WANT-GLO or visit glofiber.com to switch today.
Since 1853, Tomlinson Insurance has been protecting families, farms, and businesses in our community. As an independent agency, we offer personalized coverage for your auto, home, farm, and business, plus health and life insurance too. And we proudly partner with Erie Insurance to give you peace of mind with reliable coverage at competitive rates. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call us today at 740-773-4181 or visit us at tomlinsonins.com.
Mark. 6 months of training. 8 miles to go. A 3-way tie for almost last place.
Look good in these shorts, right?
And 3 years since he and his team at Ohio Health left cancer in the dust.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. That's the slogan, and that's what we believe at Par-Mar stores. From groceries to gas and all the other stuff you need, Par-Mar has it. Download the Par-Mar app for even more savings, and don't forget the Par-Mar Rewards Card too. We also believe in being a big part of your community, so look for us at the ball game or wherever you are. Shop us today, like us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Caleb Williams has transferred to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This burger's my inspiration, and I just hope to inspire you.
Oh, you have inspired us.
Thought we were doing names on the headband.
Get it together. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Willie and Son Trucking. Willie and Son Trucking has been a proud supporter of local student athletes, coaches, and athletic programs throughout its history. Be sure to look out for the Shack Athlete of the Week presented by Willie and Son Trucking each week at sosaohio.com.
Caden Carver. Corey Burton. Caden Perkins. Bryson McClintock. Dehan Fro. Brigham Burton. Braden Bernard. Cole Bennett. You can call him Instant Heat off the bench. Bo Stevens. Hunter Bernard, your starters. Owen Malt. Dylan Schubert. Your man with the assist, Christian White. And the high point man of the afternoon, Eli Roberts. Head coach, Norm Pearson and his staff. District championship trophy is going back where it has always been and once again will belong. To the Jeeps of South Webster.
For the second straight year, the South Webster Jeeps are district champions as they knock off Fairfield 59-44 here in the Convo, this Division VII District Final. Carson Francis, John Bruce back with you. After this one, John, South Webster faced a little bit of trouble in the beginning, towards the end of the first half as well. Came out swinging the second half, never looked back from there, and they're back-to-back district champs.
Yeah, it was what you expected most of the year anyway, but South Webster took a little step back near the end of the first half, then picked things back up right back for the second half and end up getting the 15-point victory here tonight. They were led by Eli Roberts with 19 points, 9 rebounds, 14 points off the bench for Bo Stevens, 10 points for Dylan Schubert, 7 points for Owen Malt, 6 points for Hunter Bernard, and 3 for Bryson McClintock. As for Fairfield will finish their season at 18-7. They're led by senior Logan McIntosh with 19. Sophomores Griffin Friend and Brody Smith with each with 9. 3 points for Quentin McIntosh. 1 point for Caleb Barrera. And then Dane Hodson also with 3 for the Lions. So a nice season for them. They win their league once again. They come up just a little bit short of where they wanted to get for the postseason, but another game down here at the Convo and something they can build for next year as well. I think this South Webster team has a chance to make a big run if they can tighten things up, which they did in the second half. If you can just limit those little breaks they take, because they'll take breaks on occasion. They can limit the breaks. They have a chance to hold up the big trophy at the end of this whole thing. But they got to limit those breaks.
South Webster has held up that big trophy once before. Back in 2006, the Division IV state champions, the Jeeps, were. They've won 2 regional titles. They'll look to make it a third as they advance to the Sweet 16 on Thursday, March 6th at Ohio Dominican University, where they will face Columbus Patriot Prep at 8 p.m. at Ohio Dominican. The winner of that game advances to the regional final Saturday night. We wish the Jeeps the best of luck as they make the trip to Columbus for that regional. John, 8 games down from the Convo, 1 more to go. You and Dewey will have Notre Dame and Manchester at 8 p.m. coming up to close us out from the Convo this weekend, and which will be the last action we get streaming-wise as well this year, as far as live video stream goes. And also, with that being said, this is also my last basketball stream of the season. I want to thank you all for putting up with me this basketball season when I've been on the air. And it's been a great season so far. More to come from the Convo, however. Notre Dame and Manchester set to tip off at 8 p.m. for another spot in the Division VII Sweet 16. For Kenneth Hay, our cameraman, John Bruce, alongside me, I'm Carson Francis. We thank you for tuning in tonight from Athens. One final time, South Webster 59, Fairfield 44. The Jeeps are back-to-back district champions. Enjoy the rest of your evening.